It's Maximus Films here, Grant, and I'm just gonna be talking with my boy Finn. FTSCS or Pineapples.
Yeah.
Check him out.
Whatever, yeah.
This might be uploaded to his channel too. We're just gonna talk about random stuff like school, maybe something else. I don't know.
Whatever.
Just freaking life,
Video
you know?
games.
And we're gonna have like a game going on, so just for entertainment or whatever. Even though it's me playing, so I kind of suck. But anyways, so what's up, Finn?
Not much. Just
Yeah, I know.
the Beatles, school. Looking forward to school.
I'm kind of looking forward to school too. You know.
School is starting for us in September. September 6th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got about,
Well, actually, no. I think it's after Labor Day weekend, so
Might
like not till like the 10th.
but we still get, even if it starts the 6th, we still get basically
Yeah.
a day in the Labor Day.
Yeah.
Still, yeah. So basically, we start pretty early September, but we got like a week in September or two.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's about August. It's like early August. It's early to mid August, so it's starting to become mid August. But yeah,
Yeah. So that's gonna. I'm kind of looking forward to it, but not really, cause you know it's school. So.
yeah. It's not something that we should be pumped for most of it.
No.
But you know what? It's something to do.
But
so.
it's gonna be an experience.
Well, yeah. Every year something new. It's fun meeting people, talking to people, bothering drama. You know that whole thing.
Yeah.
Talking. Yeah.
So, yeah, dude. Remember we're in 7th grade now.
Yes.
Remember the good old days, like in kindergarten?
Those were good days for me.
Those were definitely good days. Like we were in the same kindergarten.
Yeah, we definitely were.
Yeah. Remember when we went to Super One?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to Super One and we got to check out one item. I checked out
One fruit.
Yeah, one fruit. It was a fruit because promote healthy
Yeah.
and crap.
Yeah.
So
I
I got to do a banana, and then I got to eat the banana, and I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, food in school. It's,
Yeah.
yeah, food in school is always cool. Like eating cheeses in school, it's like freaking treasure. And like cupcakes,
Yeah.
don't get me started.
Yeah, like Cookie Friday in 6th grade. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But then no one brought it because like no one could actually like sign up and stuff.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
it's pretty But like food in school, like apple, like eating an apple in school, keeps you entertained. Something
It's better than eating an apple at home. It's just you get this feeling.
keeps you on your feet.
Comment below if you know what we're feeling. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's our only sense of
Enjoyment.
and of scarcity in school.
Yeah.
Like
It's just peaceful.
that's what it'd be like surviving. Imagine you get McDonald's. You've been stranded for like 2 months.
Oh, dude,
2 years?
McDonald's would be like heaven if I
Yeah.
was stranded for 2
Just like
freaking
having
months.
having a fry. I could go for a fry right now. I haven't had.
I could go for a
I
fry.
probably haven't had McDonald's.
I'm like
probably
having
2 or 3
like
weeks.
a 3 a.m.
been a while.
food crave. So
Yeah, food's good.
food is good.
There's no downsides to food except, if you keep food limited, there's no downsides.
No, there really isn't. But all right, let's go back. Want to go through like kindergarten up to now?
Yeah, let's talk
That'd be
about
kind of interesting. All right, so also in kindergarten, like we were
those
huge
creepy
into
shit.
Star Wars.
Just screw this chair. It ruins the audio quality. They can't hear.
All right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just had to move a little bit. Okay.
I get it.
Okay. All right.
Okay, yeah. So Star Wars.
Sorry, guys.
Kindergarten.
Yeah, in
Star
kindergarten that
Wars.
was huge. It was big in Star Wars and Pokemon cards. Like that was the two.
Pokemon
biggest
cards were
things.
more first grade.
Yeah,
But we'll get to
that
that.
was more first grade.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
So kindergarten.
Dude, we were at those blocks that you
Legos.
use for counting.
That's not some
No, we
Legos.
wouldn't use Legos. We would use those blocks. We would make lightsabers with them.
Yeah, and fight.
But then as far as like we can't use weapons in school, so we were like, oh okay.
But lightsabers aren't weapons. That's
Yeah,
what I say
yeah.
whenever somebody says lightsaber the weapon. It's like, that's a
Yeah, no. And then we make guns and crap like that. And she was like, okay, yeah, no. So then that was a huge disappointment. Did you do
Yeah.
that with us?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, like a little bit.
I don't
of
know.
course. And then like
I remember first grade a lot.
I remember kindergarten. Like I remember some moments for kindergarten.
I remember most of
remember-
the field trips.
Yeah, those were awesome. But also I remember she like brought her son's Lego. She brought Lego. That was her son's, and it was like classic Lego. Like
I remember we played with.
Yeah, we played Lego.
Like only a few of the boys.
And then she was like, if there's something you want to keep,
ask.
Yeah, like ask, and then I'll maybe save it for you, so then you can build more. And she was just an amazing teacher.
Yeah, she was pretty cool.
She was really awesome.
I have good memories of every day about when we had half day kindergarten, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel for the 5th graders. So 5th graders, the cadets, where they'd help the little kids, like kindergartners. You get it? That's going on in most schools.
Definitely.
So like they'd come to our school and read to us for like an hour.
That was so
Imagine
awesome.
that. Imagine you're in their position. You get an hour out of class
to read a book to a kid
and like talk to like teachers
and just talk to him. I mean, that's fun, man.
Yeah, it's like
I think that was actually in 1st grade. That was 1st grade for me. Was that
kindergarten and 1st grade?
I don't remember kindergarten, but I remember. All right, are we moving on to 1st grade? Well,
Yeah,
I have one more kindergarten memory.
Yeah.
I remember on the bus home. Well, on one of the bus home, I got punched by this girl, and, because someone was like messing with this kid named Cole.
Yeah.
Like, and they were taking his sweatshirt
nice
and
kid.
stuff. So I was like, give it back, and then she was gonna give it back. So I tried to pull it from her, but then she like freaking punched me in the nose, and that really sucked. And like, I kind of cried a little bit. I didn't really. And then I told my mom about it, and she was like, oh. Also, one more memory. I remember getting on the bus for kindergarten.
Who doesn't?
And, well, of course. And then I went to my seat. I was standing up for a little while, you know, enjoying the view. But then I laid down in the seat. And
Trying to take a little nappy.
Yeah. I mean, I was just a little kid. I didn't know. And then when I stood up, everyone on the bus was gone. I was one of the last 3 kids. One of the last 3 kids on the bus, and like one of the last kids so it was just me and one other kid, and then the last kid got dropped off. So I slowly walked up to the bus driver and I said, "Bus driver, you missed your stop." And he was like, "Oh shit."
He was like, "Oh, this is gonna be fired."
Yeah, and then
he didn't miss his stop though. You just
I just didn't know.
that was my dream in 5th grade. Fall asleep on the bus and then walk home. Like, imagine the adventure you'd have.
Yeah.
Or get off early on a stop.
I know. And then he just brought me home. It was nothing big, but my mom was getting a little worried, so.
Makes sense. So kindergartners out.
All right, on to 1st grade?
On to 1st grade.
All right.
I have a lot of memories of this. I remember kids used to bring Pokemon cards. That's when Pokemon cards got
was huge.
big.
That was big.
So kids would bring, like, the Pokemon deck or whatever they had of it. And we wouldn't play real Pokemon. Without energy, we just basically...
No. We just basically throw down a card and say,
Hey, the attack is 150.
Yeah.
Or no, we'd say, so the attack was, let's say the attack was 70. And we'd basically just play Pokemon without the energy. So the most damaging attack would damage the most.
And then, I remember in kindergarten when I first started.
We'd trade.
Yeah, we would trade. And like, this kid named, no, it was in 1st grade. This is what happened in 1st grade, sorry. A kid named Dayton, he was like, he had 2 rare Mewtwo's. And he just gave him, he's like, here, have one, because I have 2. Because he didn't know it was rare. But it's like, it was really
Not
cool.
that rare, but on the school playground.
Yeah, that's pretty rare, dude.
It's luxury.
Yeah, that's one luxury. And I just remember that.
Super
And
bug-
I had no idea it was rare because I had no idea about Pokemon.
What about
everyone was into it, so I was like,
What about you and me's favorite cult? The super animal cult that the PETA kids would play. So you know PETA, like treative animals, and like they're big into animals and yeah, everybody knows PETA. So there are these kids that were like super big into animals, and what? I'm not gonna say their names.
Okay.
And yeah, they were like a grown-up boy, and they were so big into it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you get it. They weren't like the most popular kids. They're kind of nerdy kids, and it was everybody got into it. One of my favorite memories of elementary school in general, like on the topic of elementary school, there wasn't really popularity. There was minor things. If you were a jerk, you were a jerk. But if you were just a kid, cool kid that minded their own business, you'd be popular.
Until 4th or 5th grade, there was no popularity.
And even in 4th and 5th grade, it wasn't severe like it is in middle school.
Oh, it's
You guys have heard my opinion on middle school. I'm considering making like a song about it, like like a Beatles style song, like Hire Some People,
or just
to
like
the track of
cringy,
Let
like,
It Be
rap
to the tune of Let It Be.
Middle school.
Yeah.
Middle school. All right. Also, first grade.
Yeah, first grade.
I remember, there's this girl that I sat next to.
Yeah.
In class.
Who hasn't?
Well, yeah. But anyways, we were really bored, and then eventually I took a marker from her desk.
Wait there. You guys didn't see what I just did. You shouldn't have seen what I did.
No. I took a marker from her desk, and then all of a sudden we started taking a ton of crap out of each other's desks.
And it was kind of like,
and then eventually she was like, stop, but I kept doing it, and she was laughing, so I kept doing it. So then eventually we got
no means no, Grant.
Yeah, I know, but but then she was laughing, and it was like, and then she took something from my desk after she said
so.
No.
It was like,
so it like continued.
Yeah.
And then
it's like,
Miss Fisher, like after the second time, she said stop. Oh, sorry.
His teacher, Miss Fisher. That's a pretty generic name.
That's not weird. Plus, she doesn't care. I don't think
people in this video, aren't gonna track her down.
Yeah, I'm gonna track down this kid's teacher and say.
We're just one of millions.
She gave there's billions of Miss Fishers out there. Probably.
Yeah.
But she gave me and her a timeout, and then we got sent a pink slip home, which was like big, and we missed recess too. It was really bad.
Why did she care so much?
I don't know, because we kept doing it after she said stop.
Did she say stop?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
And then I was stupid and kept doing it a little more, and then all of a sudden the girl
snapped.
was like, no.
Oh.
And it was pretty bad. Yeah. But I just remember that vividly because I felt like, oh crap. We weren't in the same.
No, we were not. No.
All right.
But we continued to be close.
Yeah.
I remember first grade. I was in Miss Klein's class. Great teacher. It was a lot of fun. But I remember getting in trouble at one point. Not with Miss Klein, great teacher. With the student teacher. Forgot her name. Seriously, I forgot her name. Something Miss B, something like that. I don't know. You wouldn't.
I don't think we had one. In my class.
You didn't, but we had like some student teacher, and she did opera. You know, that was like she was like, I don't know, she was into it. I don't know, I don't fucking know. I was a little kid. She like I remember her like saying that she was like doing something Lion King. I don't know, maybe I was getting some Lion King thing, and I was like, so you win the Lion King? She's like, no, I was not in the Lion King, and like I'd ask every day. So were you in the Lion King? I remember wanting to watch the Lion King, looking out for the opera, being like,
oh my god. So she eventually snapped.
Yeah, and I never have gotten in big trouble at all. She probably just said, knock it off. Like, why do you keep saying? Yeah, nothing big.
Oh, a quick flashback to first grade. Remember the color terms?
Oh my god, yeah.
Dude, didn't
I got to yellow.
Yeah, I got to yellow like once. I got to yell for snapping a pencil because like someone dared me to shoot. They were like, I bet you can't snap the pencil. And I was like, oh yeah, and then after I snapped it, she came over. And she's like, why did you snap the pencil? And I was like, I don't know. And yeah, all right.
Me and my brother used to do the same thing in first grade. In kindergarten, we did that up until like first grade. We'd snap pencils just for fun and like eat crayons. Or not eat crayons, but like snap them and like throw them and like break the shit out. I don't know.
And anyways, another first grade memory I have was like, I think it was Fridays. It was like fun Fridays.
Yeah,
we would get to bring one thing from home.
You guys bring your DS. I brought my DS every day.
Yeah, that's what I did. I brought my DS, and I still have the picture of my first grade class on my DSi that I got that year for that Christmas. And I just remember it vividly, and I have the picture in like...
I brought my DSi XL, and I played Legend of Zelda, and I was the king. Everybody else didn't know how, but I was like, yeah, I got Legend of Zelda. I cheated them, but it was Legend of Zelda. It's fun.
Yeah, and I just remember clearly, like, everyone that I know now that's in middle school, holy crap, it's just so weird how fast stuff happens. You know,
Stella shoots. Yeah. Little Stella looks like Big Stella.
That's a reference.
No offense. You're fine, so you.
No, Tanner Core said that.
Yeah, Tanner Core said that.
Yeah. All right, we're not supposed to give names, bro.
Oh, yeah, I
And
know.
who gives crap? Yeah.
Not a fan, but she probably hates me. Yeah. Who doesn't?
All right, anyways. Back to
Sounds like a rat.
first grade. All right, do you want to move on to second grade?
Second grade. Second grade.
Second grade?
Second grade.
I do not. Second grade, I was homeschooled, but it was really weird because I would come for recess and hang out with my friend Eli.
And me.
And you.
Yeah. Not as
much.
Yeah.
You kind of, like, stayed away because you're like, that's weird. Is he, like, retarded?
Don't say like that. That's actually really offensive.
That's really offensive, but that's what
That's what a second grade mind thinks.
Yeah. That's what a second grade mind thinks.
We weren't like these.
That's what everybody
kids.
thought. They thought, well, they didn't necessarily think that, but that's basically what they thought. Like,
yeah. They didn't know how to vocalize it.
Yeah.
When you're in second grade, you don't know how to say that.
Like, yeah. So
you just know something's wrong.
Yeah.
I remember the same thing about like sexual stuff. I knew there was something off about it, but don't you think?
Yeah.
Like up until like 5th grade, I knew,
guess.
like up until like 3rd grade, there was like a childhood whimsy about it. Like, what is it? Like I know there's something up. Like what? Like I know there's something up.
But you don't. Yeah.
You don't really. It's really
Right.
interesting when you're a little kid.
We're kind of
Still
drifting.
That's what they want to hear.
I don't think it's what they want to hear.
Interesting.
It's
Second
interesting.
grade. Second grade. I had a teacher, Miss Harla. I had a great time. Met the first little met.
Carla, she was supposed to be my teacher.
Yeah.
But she was really nice to me, and ever since then, whenever she saw me in elementary school, she's like, "There's my little Ginger," and I was like, "Whoa, I wasn't even your class. You're a nice person."
Yeah, she's.
But then, like, if you got on her bad side,
even then, she'd still joke around with you.
She'd still joke around, but I mean, oof.
Yeah, it wouldn't be pretty.
No.
She was really supportive of a lot of things I've done.
I have a good 5th grade memory that
we gotta share that.
We can share.
That's the grand finale.
Yeah.
I'll actually put that in the end of it because I have video footage of it.
All right. I don't have many 2nd grade memories because I was homeschooled. Well, I remember.
Think about some middle things that went on that was kind of big in homeschool. Like a lot of people around you guys don't know about homeschool. He's like,
it's pretty decent.
He's like a guy that's seen a glimpse of heaven. So
it's not heaven. There's a downside and an upside.
What's the downside?
No. The downside of homeschool, no friends. No one knew unless you're doing like sports or some other outside activity.
I hear that a lot of homeschoolers, they kind of they have homeschool friends.
Yeah, they have other homeschool friends like that they know through some event or like their parents are good friends.
Their parents are. It's a community. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
but anyways,
knitting.
That's the downside.
Yeah.
And the minor downside was like there was an online school then, so I wouldn't get taught as much, like by my mom, I guess, because she's not a teacher. Like that's also a minor downside. And but what was nice about
you don't get teach the same curriculum, so you kind of even if you see it taught as much, you're weird.
I would get up pretty early, and I would get done like a little like 11:30ish noon, and I would just go outside and like play. And then one day with myself, like just with stuff, you know.
Yeah. I get it. Like
raw. Yeah. And like play my DS. Just be a kid after that. And then I remember one time, this is a really, really weird memory. I went outside and all of a sudden I was just thinking about Jeopardy. And then that night I watched Jeopardy, so it was weird.
For you.
I wouldn't know. Alright, on to 3rd grade? 3rd grade was a good year.
Me and him were in the same class. I think for the first time since kindergarten.
Yeah.
So great. We continue to be friends, but we
were barely friends. Like we weren't good friends till like fourth grade or 5th grade.
But we were friends.
Yeah. We were more like in kindergarten we were like acquaintances basically.
We would play though. They were the best friends in kindergarten.
No, you're friends with everybody.
It's like that kind
unless there's like the jerks, you know?
Yeah. I had some jokes.
Yeah, there was a couple of jerks.
But he was a friend. Yeah.
3rd grade.
3rd grade was cool.
3rd grade was
fun. I loved it. Okay. You talk about Sunland, I talk about poetry. Sunland.
Alright. Sunland, alright. So in 3rd grade we had a split class, 2 teachers. Sunland and Boytree. Miss Sunland and Miss Boytree. It was really interesting, and it was like a really awesome experience. Miss Sunland was our morning teacher. Oh my gosh. The most cheerful woman I have ever met.
Up there with my grandmother.
Up there with Finn's grandma. But I don't, have I met your grandma yet?
You have
like
not.
The other one? I've met one of yours.
You've met the one that passed from cancer this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you did not meet though she lives pretty far away, so it makes sense.
If she's here, I might see her occasionally.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyways, she is very, very cheery. And she was, what would she do? Math and reading? Oh no, reading was Miss Poetry. She would do math, I think.
She'd do math and...
something.
Miss Poetry would do so much. She'd do reading, social studies, science. I think we'd do science. Science was split.
We did science was split. Yeah, we did a little bit with Miss Sunland.
And a little bit with Miss Poetry.
Yeah.
They didn't focus on science in elementary school at all. Nobody cared.
No.
Up until 5th grade.
Yeah. 4th grade, there was a little bit. There was a kind of a lot in 4th grade, but anyways,
it wasn't a
she super, super cheerful. Like, one of the best teachers I've had. She was so nice.
She was supportive.
She encouraged you. And you would just do math, and she would, like, love everyone to get involved. Yeah. And she would just face the class, and, like, everyone would enjoy it.
It's so much different than how people teach math.
Yeah.
Like, I had a teacher, I'm not going to say his name because it's so relevant right now.
Yeah.
That, like, he was a good teacher, but he was a really nice guy. Like, he taught me, like, Shakespeare and all that. But he was a lot different than elementary school, and it was a pretty hard change for me. I didn't do well in math at all this year.
Yeah. But he was encouraging though.
He was encouraging, but he wasn't endearing like she was. Like, he'd get bothered.
Like, he'd get irritated. He's like, I'm doing the hard work. Can you please do your part?
Yeah.
Like, he liked that. But anyways, she was super cheerful. And on Fridays, every time, it almost took up the whole time. She would tell one of her childhood stories, and she had so many good ones. Like, remember the skunk one?
Yeah.
With her little cousin or nephew?
Yeah, and the skunk went around the town.
There was a little baby. So, her what was it? Her cousin?
Nephew.
Cousin or nephew or something.
Yeah, I think it was a guy.
Yeah, it was a guy. He was with her brothers. He really liked them. They're twins, by the way. I think.
Yeah, she had a set of triplet brothers.
Yeah, triplets. But Max he only hung out with 2 of them. But they convinced him to grab a baby skunk from a line of skunks. And he actually did it. And then when he came back, he held up to everybody.
Wait, he had the little cousin, like 9.
Yeah, and then he was like, look what I got. And then everyone started screaming and yelling, and it sprayed. It sprayed. It was old enough to spray. And then after that, her mom was like, let it go. So then he let it go. But guess what? In the newspaper, like a while later, like months later, there was a skunk. It got used to people because it was taken away from its mother. It got used to
messed up.
Yeah, it got used to people and walked around town and got garbage and stuff. And it was all over the paper and the news and.
I hear skunks are actually like you can have a good pet.
Yeah, you can have pets.
They're actually nice.
They remove the insects and stuff, and anyways,
they don't remove them, but they.
You can.
Yeah. But yeah. I don't believe that.
Yeah, it's
like declawing a cat. Yeah. It's unless the cat is aggressive and has a problem.
Or Alright, anyways, that was just one of the stories. Do you have another story you would like to share, or like?
I do have another story. I do. I remember her brother, so her brother was like, this was one of the stories, and her brother, one of the twin brothers, he was the most mature, I guess, so he had a car. Or he took the car from the guys.
Yeah.
When the guys were gonna go on a big vacation trip, and the guys would go in a car together, they had a nice car. So all the triplets would go together in the car, hang out, talk. And he took the car out because he had a date. So like he said, I'm gonna take out the car for like 10 minutes, go get some ice cream. He ended up taking the date out to the ice cream for like an hour or 2 and like went to the movies.
Yeah.
And like the vacation, they thought he was dead, they thought he got in a car accident. They were like searching the police. Let alone he was like 16. So they should have been a little bit worried. But yeah, he came back and they went on vacation. He was fine, but they were worried for like 2 hours because
I was just taking it out for 10 minutes.
Yeah, he had to, he had to get his game on.
Yeah, he had a date.
Can't blame him.
She just had wonderful stories. No. I just remember them vividly, and it's one of the best. I'm gonna say it's one of the best school experiences of my life.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Definitely. All right, on to Miss Boytree. Do you want to talk about Miss Boytree?
Yeah, I like Miss Boytree quite a bit. She was my favorite. Miss Boytree was stern. She was kind of meaner, but she was kind.
A little meaner, but she was kind. She was kind. She just cared more about your education, a little more.
Which means she might have cared more about you. That's up to you guys to decide. Is somebody that's gonna
a little more strict and like
cares?
Yeah,
gonna be the better person or the most caring person in your life?
The nice one that's like teaches, but she's really nice and just wants you to feel encouraged.
I kind of like how Miss Boytree was. I prefer that type of person. I'm not a big huggy-duggy person. I'm like, yeah, cheerful. I'm more of a personally, I don't know.
I was equal. The first part of the year, I did not like Miss Boytree because I thought after Miss Sunland, I was just like, ready and happy and cheerful. And then she was like more serious. She wasn't, but to me, since I had that other teacher that was super glittery and happy,
it's a hard transition.
It really is because there's
especially when you're new in the year,
almost very different. They're very different people.
Yeah.
So it's hard to transition in the first month.
Yeah.
So I did not like Miss Boytree in the first month.
Not many did.
Yeah, not many did. Did you in the first month?
Probably not. No.
Oh. Because it was just a sudden change. But anyways, Miss Boytree. Yeah, she almost taught everything, man.
Yeah. One of the things I have closest memories, she taught us about World War II in the Jewish camps, and she got into it. She'd bring books and she'd tell stories about how one Jewish person was hiding in a barn. That probably happened a lot.
And then she read
the stars.
Yeah, it was a really good book.
The one about the Jew. Sorry if I'm sounding offensive. That's how I talk. Sorry to all you. She was hiding with a Christian family or whatever from that were not on the Nazis' kill list. So, she was hanging out.
Yeah, she was hiding, and then, there was a ton of adventure, and it was really good.
And they had to hide on a German boat, to go across the sea.
Yeah, and there was, German shepherds,
to go to the neutral
sniffing out and stuff. It was pretty intense.
Yeah. And then the Egypt Games, which is
that was a good book.
A book about, what's it about?
I forgot. Oh, yeah,
a group of kids want to pretend they're...
role-playing, yeah.
Role-playing Egypt.
Yeah, but then it was just weird. It was cool.
They made a ton of those books. They made
yeah.
They made.
She didn't read them all though.
No, she only read that one. She suggested the two.
Yeah, she tried to. A ton of people read the other one.
There was the Gypsy Games. Yeah, which is kind of cool, and then the Native Games. Mm-hmm. Also Hatchet, which you all know.
It's
classic. The one. It's about Brian. Brian.
Brian.
Yeah, the guy.
That was a good book.
Kid, he's visiting his dad in Canada, and the plane crashes in the sea, and he has to survive.
Oh, Runaway McGee or whatever.
Yes,
that was a good book.
That's actually considered a decent book.
Because that won 3 awards.
Because it's it's
about a kid.
Ferris Bueller. Not Ferris Bueller. I'm so sorry. Forrest Gump. How it's through his life and he knows John Lennon and he does that and he's in all these things. It was that.
It's that and his parents died.
He meets Martin Luther King.
And then he went through he had to go to his aunts and uncles. He eventually just ran away totally and was homeless for a while.
And then the black
but
people
eventually
came in.
His aunt and uncle, they hated each other, but they because their religion, they could not get a divorce, so they lived separately but in the same home, and it just tore him up even more because his life sucks. His parents died when he was little, and he's always lived with his aunt and uncle who hate each other and despise each other.
And he moves out. So part of the book is
he basically runs away.
He runs away and he finds this black
family. And he's really, really fast. Fast.
That's the point of the book. Forrest Gump. So yeah, so he finds this black family and they take him in at dawn and they teach him in the.
Well, yeah, but at first he doesn't want to get attached. He doesn't want to stay there.
And he's racist. The whole point of the book is that he's kind of like he's the kid from the 50s. He's not gonna be perfect.
And then there's like, well, a ton of people were writing because of the time discrimination. They were saying white boy go home.
Yeah.
And then he was like, he just wanted to run, and it's a good book. You should read it.
And then he went to the white people, and he found out they both loved him the same. And
but he went with
he would
fought the family that he met. Right?
Yeah, the black family.
I don't remember, but anyway, she was big into reading, and I remember that. And I remember because the World War II, we had to do like a history type project thing, and she was like, "What's your topic?" And I'm like, D-Day, and everyone's like, "What's that?" So I looked like the cool kid who knew a lot about World War II.
D-Day. What did I do mine on?
I don't remember.
Must have been something. I think I did the one in the first computer programming thing.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, you did something with, like, computers or games or something. But anyways, that was third grade. Oh, store. How could I forget about store?
Yeah. You tell the story.
Alright, so store, there's these things called thank yous. They kind of carried on to later grades, but you would get them for doing something kind or nice, and they would give them out a lot.
Yeah,
because you would use them for
and it's hard to lose
was like your currency.
Yeah.
And it's hard to lose them. Like, you had to really do something up. Like, I lost one once. And, like,
two.
it's kind of scary, because I think I lost two, too.
Miss Sunland,
because Miss Boytree, or was it Miss Sunland once, if she really had to, I saw her.
She lost, everybody lost one.
Is they rip it in half, and they rip it one more time, and it's really scary and intimidating. And I just remember being like, I don't want to mess with them, dude.
I lost one.
But anyway, store. You would get stuff with thank yous. And then if you have 50 thank yous, you get a really nice one.
Oh, man.
And then
Superstore.
Yeah. Man, Superstore was like $5, $10 items. I mean, she really invested money in this. And it was like just the best thing. And like people would like get stuffed animals because they like saved up their thank yous.
I never
saved up that much. I got to like the 25 thank yous, 30 thank yous.
I got up to 50. Yeah. I remember I was proud. I was like, I made 50.
Wasn't there like 100 bin?
There was 250. 250 that you got.
There was like a 250 bin, and like there was like 10, 20, almost $10, $15 items in there.
No. What did I get? I got something that I was really excited.
I remember I would always get like some small stuff.
I got a Pokemon card pack.
You
That's
did?
right. Yeah.
They actually sold
I remember she had those for the beginning of the year, and then the mid-year, and then she got rid of them because they sold out, but I got a Pokemon card pack, and it was awesome. To open one in school and be like, I got a shiny. Or holographic, sorry. But it was just fun.
Yeah, it was good times.
Yeah, good times.
On to fourth grade?
Fourth grade, that's where my fond memories of, like, nostalgia end. I have a lot of nostalgia, though. I remember can I tell my first day?
Yeah.
Okay. First day, I had Mr. Morris, a really nice guy. Really nice, like, dude. So the first day, it was pretty chillax. So he showed up and he was like, alright, so I'm into bird walking. Do you know what bird walking is, guys? I'll explain it to you anyway. So it's when you kind of go off topic of a subject and, like, kind of tell a story, like, randomly about, like you go off subject, basically. And I knew that's the beginning of a good year. So, and then he went by the cooler, like the space cooler, and like he talked over there for a while. And like talked about the space cooler, and like talked about stories in life and his first day of fourth grade. It was amazing first day. And we explored the school.
Yeah. I had a different teacher. Yeah. It was a wonderful first day. He would definitely
it doesn't matter. Keep going. Go on.
Sorry, something popped up.
Yeah.
But he would be teaching, and then all of a sudden, in the beginning, we would talk for a half hour just about his life and stories. We would honestly talk for a time, and he's like, "Oh crap, we gotta get going." I didn't learn a ton in that class because he did go off subject a lot, but like, he was strict when he was teaching. Like, he was good at teaching when
he was like, okay, now we need...
Yeah.
He talked to me for a while. Like, he was a really nice guy. And he had my brother, so he... Like, basically every teacher knows me. Because, I have a brother, and they're like, oh, yeah, he's a brother. Like, I talked to all of them probably at the end of the year for, like, I did.
He was really cool, and we always got free time, like 15 minutes free time, and then like 2 people would get to go on the computers. Like he had 2 computers, like especially set up, and we would play games and stuff, and then we just like get to do whatever we want for a half hour, and like a lot of time we would go in the computer lab and play Some Dog.
Some Dog's an educational game about mathematics and reading.
Yeah, just in case you didn't know or whatever.
For mini games, basically. It's Mario Party, but math.
Yeah. And it was just really fun time. But at spelling, oof, he was kind of harsh on that.
Yeah.
Like if you got
trouble in that.
Oh yeah, he would be he'd basically miss recess because of how much he had to do.
Yeah.
But if you got a word wrong, you'd have to spell it right 5 times. And like occasionally, if you sometimes like in the year, it was 10 times. And even one day it was 20 times. And if you got 4 wrong, 5 wrong, you probably were gonna miss most of recess. You could either like do it fast before recess, or you could do it and miss like recess, basically.
Kind of sucks.
Which kind of stunk, but he was super nice anyways. But we would get to go outside anyways toward the end of the day.
So,
like for the last 15 minutes of the day, we would get to go outside and just go on the playground.
That's how it was in 3rd grade for us.
Yeah, that's how it was in 3rd grade too.
If we didn't have any more,
yeah,
she'd be like, oh.
But that wasn't like annually, but it was like annually at the end of the year when I had him.
End of the year, that's when teachers get pretty loose with outside, just hanging out.
Yeah. And it was just really awesome, you know?
Any more stories?
Any more stories?
I kind of want to go into more detail about...
Oh, Wolf Ridge.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, in 4th grade, we went to Wolf Ridge. One of the best experiences ever. One of it. It was good.
So it was like, you know, a sleep in camp when you guys go in summer, like, you know, you sleep in at camp and you go swimming and stuff. It's that, but it's in winter, in teacher they guided you. It's pretty cool, and you're there for 2 days, and you're in a small group of kids that you tend to like.
And you get to go through like a ton of nature classes. There was like one snowshoeing one that was pretty cool.
The best one was survival.
Oh, that was fun.
They gave you matches, and they told you, all right, survive.
And like you could either have 2 matches and a strike pad, or you could have 4 matches. And it was really interesting. And then
4 matches, they definitely
apparently we thought it was like teams, but then like the guy, he was like, you know what, guys? There's like no winners. This was actually a team building thing, like testing that. And we were like, eh. And he's like, I have to say though, some of your shelters you would not survive the night. So that kind of was like,
how would you not survive? I feel like in those big jackets, you'd survive the night pretty easy.
Yeah, or you could like just do a bed in snow, you know?
I made a fire, and he gave us a little thing of popcorn.
Yeah, I made a fire.
Homemade little thing of popcorn.
Yeah, or hot chocolate. He gave us hot chocolate.
It was a choice for me.
Oh, it wasn't a choice for me. But I got hot chocolate. It turned out to be cold chocolate because we had to go, but...
Still.
It was still fun.
It's hot chocolate.
Yeah.
It's a drink.
But it kind of stunk, though, because it was in winter and we kept having to get wood for the fire, you know? That was, like, the one down thing. And then there's, like, owl pellet dissecting class. That was fun.
My brother ate an owl pellet.
Yeah, he put the bones in between his teeth because he didn't have braces at that time and went, like... He was really gross in 4th grade.
People were like big into it though. I remember the rumors kept going on. So
people still know that today.
He was a trending hashtag.
Grade. People still heard about it in 6th grade. Like the new kids, they were like, "Wait, did you actually eat an owl pellet in 4th grade?"
Something to be known for.
Yeah, infamously, but and
at least he didn't eat a bug for $20.
Yeah, he would do that.
No, Allie Brooke did that.
She did.
That's what I hear. I doubt it though. I'm gossiping, but
that's probably
I'm gossiping.
It's not.
She told everybody.
She did.
I ate a bug for $20.
Well,
I ate a bug for $20. I'd do it.
I do it for $20.
Allie, I'm not trying to be mean to you. Like I totally do it.
I definitely know where you're coming from.
Yeah, I feel you. $20, some candy.
$20 is $20.
Yeah, good game.
Oh, by the way, she's from 6th grade, but anyways.
Yeah, you don't know.
All right,
you do know maybe.
Well, yeah, maybe. Most likely
the viewers know. Yeah. You're gonna be
doing some crap.
Just gonna listen to this for 40 minutes though. This is for us. This is the time capsule mainly.
Yeah, this is kind of us. I mean, people like probably are gonna scrub through this.
Yeah.
Like even if they watch it, I mean, I think it's gonna be on your channel and my channel, right?
Yeah, we'll both upload it.
Yeah. Because he has had it for like 5 years, like, but he had like no one at first, like absolutely no one. He was just inspired, and then eventually like he started like spamming people, like telling him all about
At
it.
my school,
Yeah,
in
and
school
then
year, my channel blows up.
Now he has like
100 subscribers, and they're all from school. And
around 100. It's more like 90.
Yeah,
88.
Still.
Yeah, it's still really good for
a school.
Yeah.
And my most viewed video, you have seen it, middle school dating.
I started it like a week ago, and I only have 5 subscribers. So
not bad.
It's not bad for a week. And it's the summer too. Yeah. Maybe when school starts, I might get some more.
Yeah, I'll shout you out.
You will?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Well, this is gonna be posted on your channel too.
Yeah, I definitely will.
All right, so
I'll have a huge annotation for you.
What were we on? 4th grade?
Yeah, fifth grade. Fifth grade.
So we're on to 5th grade.
Okay. This is pretty fresh. Not that fresh, but pretty fresh.
Pretty fresh.
Yeah, okay, 5th grade. 5th grade, they turned it into a mini 6th grade because, that'd be funny. So we had a homeroom teacher, in 6th grade. Yeah, 6th grade, you have a homeroom teacher. You're in there for about 30 minutes a day in the beginning, and then you have them for a normal class. So we'd have our homeroom teacher for about 5 hours in the day, 6 hours in the day, and then for about
6 hours is the whole school day.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
school is like 8 hours. Okay, so we'd have them for about 4 hours.
Well, we can do the math later.
Yeah. So, and then for the rest of the time, we'd have 2 other teachers teaching
for
math,
science and math.
Yeah, whatever order you in. Maybe it could be social studies,
or it could have been social studies. Yeah, whatever. But anyways,
for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a good activity to meet new people, meet new teachers.
And it was interesting. It was just like to prepare you minorly for middle school.
I don't think we needed that because middle school is pretty easy. It's really not a big adjustment.
It's easy. No, it's just,
I kind of miss the old days. I kind of get during the school year.
Yeah,
like,
I get nostalgic sometimes.
Why can't I be in my teacher's room for like a day? That'd make my year. If I could just hang out with like Mr. Pukshavinsky for like a day and like maybe go to each of the classes for 45 minutes.
And like if there wasn't like specialties, because then like when it's specialties, it's like you
don't really get to know a teacher that well.
No,
you get to know them pretty good.
You get to know their interests a little bit, but not very well.
You don't get to deeply know them.
All right, 5th grade.
Yeah.
So do you want to still talk about the rotations?
Yeah, talk about the rotations.
All right, so math.
I covered them a little bit.
Math was enjoyable,
but it was sickening.
But yeah, she was tough.
Yeah.
But there's this one time, like, I was talking a lot that day.
Yeah.
But then I was really good on this one thing, and she was like, I was maybe gonna make you go to, what was that called? You know where you had to go and do work and finish it and stuff?
Catch up.
If
you're gonna do work, you'd have to go to catch up.
And catch up was like looked down upon. I had to go to catch up a lot though. Not a lot, but a good amount.
Me too.
And then you couldn't go back outside. You couldn't go to recess. That was the thing that I hated. So then I just borrowed Carter, because he was in there every day. He brought like comic books.
It was 50-50
under the red hood and stuff, just volumes. Yeah. And I would just take one of the volumes and just read it, because that's all you had to do was read. And you couldn't talk. You could not talk.
Let Me Escape one time. Miss Miller?
Yeah.
Remember
she used to actually let us do that. If other people had catch-up duty, they would let us go. But
probably because
our
they
teacher,
didn't want us messing up.
But
corrupting the classroom too much.
Miss Lofstein or Miss Sauer, they would not. No. Miss Sauer definitely would. Miss Lofstein did until she knew Miss Sauer's policy.
Yeah.
And then Miss Miller eventually did, at the end of the year.
Miss Miller, they were pretty lenient at the end of the year. Catch up, they were like, all right, go and play.
Yeah. Or were they strict? I don't remember.
They were not at the end of the year.
Okay. But yeah, catch up. That's catch up. Science was actually fun. I kind of enjoyed science. Except she would always jobs. I didn't like jobs. Jobs was
I cheated the system. I'm sorry, Miss Miller.
You did? You were a bank? Dude, were you a banker?
No, but Ben Bernowski was my banker. I had this buddy.
Dude, I bet he just took money whenever he wants.
I said, so did I get it? I didn't try to cheat, but like he cheat for me. I was like, Ben, did I get any bonuses? And he'd like, yeah, I guess he did.
Yeah, like, so I swear the bankers were corrupt. They were corrupt, man.
Al Capone. So every month you'd have to pay something like 1,000 Cougar Cash. And Cougar Cash for your job every week you get $250. Doesn't seem that hard.
No, actually, wasn't there one job where you get more?
No, there was not. They wanted everybody equal.
And then you get bonuses for like doing good stuff. But it was so hard to get bonuses. Yeah. Sometimes, like it was kind of easy at the beginning.
You got paid $200 every month.
Yeah, and then you have to pay $200 for your desk tasks, and then eventually.
I never bought my desk. I stayed in rent the entire year.
Yeah, I stayed in rent the whole year because, at one point I actually lost my desk for a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
For a little bit, cause I was like in the hole like 500 Cougar.
I remember you did it for a little bit, and then she was like, "All right, have your desk back," and then you were like, "You promise you won't? You can pay back your debt." Well, I'll give you a loan. Yeah. I remember she had like, I'll give you a loan.
Yeah, she does loans, and then I had to get a loan like every other month.
I took in one loan for $100.
Like I was struggling because she put me on struggling, and you would switch jobs too, like every.
I never switched mine. I
really? You never had to switch.
I was a crossing guard, so I was kind of like the unofficial job.
Yeah. But I was a primary cadet, and I hated the planner person. Because I'm not organized like that. I don't fill out my planner often. So that was a really tough job for me. And Miss Lofstein, my science teacher, got on that. Because
she gave me a hard time.
People were gone all the time at one point. And she was like, what was blah, 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 blah. And I was like, and she's like, this is your job. And she kind of like yelled at me. And I felt really bad.
You say, I'm sorry. So yeah, So for my job, I was working as a crossing guard, but for the last little bit, I got a pretty bad job of the substitute, which means a substitute teacher. When somebody was gone, I'd cross for them. I'd be a crossing guard for them, which I didn't get to work much. And I was like, you know what? I want to work. So I asked her, can I get a job if there's any openings for like an extra job? I wouldn't get paid anymore, just something to do. It gets boring otherwise. So she was like, yeah, I'll get you a job. And she was like, anyone you want? I was like, tech crew. Tech crew is where you get to take care of the computers, basically, and do computer stuff every morning.
Yeah, she's really nice to you.
And she was like, yeah.
She liked you.
Yeah. I'm a pretty charismatic guy. And so, yeah, I became a tech crew guy. It's fun. You got to work in computers all day.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I didn't get that experience. But anyway, I hated that job. And I had that for the last half of the year, so
rough.
That sucked. And then, remember the Chromebooks? That incident?
Oh, yes. Oh, I don't like speaking of that incident. I block it from my memory.
Oh, it wasn't that traumatizing.
So, guys.
Here, do you want to share?
Yeah, I'll share.
It was yours.
I have an insight, yeah. So I just subbed that day, and we were going to, we were going to write in the Chromebooks, which are laptops. And apparently Miss Lofstein was writing on them. But she was out of the classroom, and it was our turn because they had a schedule for them. And so I grabbed them. I was like, who cares? They're gone out of the classroom. Probably a dumb move, but it was our turn. She was out of the classroom. She was gone. And then...
Yeah. And there was 4 people doing makeup work.
Yeah, and it was like
4 people.
3 people. It was like 2 people doing a worksheet, and they were all logged out. It was like, so we took the Chromebooks, and we were like, who cares? And then she came back about 30 minutes later after
flaming.
She was like, who took the Chromebooks? Finn, was it you?
And then no, it was with Madison, right?
Yeah, Madison, cool girl. She was like, so did you take the Chromebooks? She was like, yeah, me and Finn.
And then she was like, it's not your time. It was our time. You can't take the Chromebooks. And then, you were like, but it was our time. And she's like, no,
you're being disrespectful.
Stop being disrespectful. And then Ben was like,
well, actually,
it is our time. She's like, Ben, shut up. And that kind of made me crack up a little bit. But I felt bad for Finn because she was just ripping into him. And Madison, too.
I was like, what the fuck?
Because she was especially ripping into you, not Madison.
Yeah.
She actually was a lot more favorable to girls. I'm not saying, I'm not...
Well, guys can be kind of jerks at that point in their lives.
Yeah. But she was, especially privileged
And I'm not really a guy, so that's like weird for her to like be a jerk to me. I'm like kind of.
She was not a jerk to Madison. She said like, nothing.
And to me, she would like.
She like stared at you and yelled at you.
I was like, what? Like, I didn't cry, but I was pretty close.
Yeah, you were like. Your
like,
face was red.
I
remember you were blushed and you were like.
I was like fucked up. I was like, what just happened? I was like stressing a little bit, sweating. I was like.
Yeah.
And people were like, are you okay, Finn? What's the matter? And I was like, nothing.
Yeah, I know. I felt really bad for you. And I was like sitting with like Anna and like Sophie, and then
they were like both.
God, dang it.
I'm just like, that's when people like me and thought I was a cool person.
Yeah.
That's before I became a jerk.
Yeah, you kind of became a jerk.
I didn't become a jerk, but they changed.
Definitely.
Yeah.
They changed.
I haven't changed so much. Really, I haven't.
A little bit.
They thought I was funny then. Now they think that when I do stuff like that it's mean.
But some people think you're funny on YouTube.
A lot of people probably.
So, yeah, you're funny, dude.
Yeah. I can be mean though.
You have a sense of humor.
Definitely.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, fifth grade.
Right.
Any more memories? I think I have some more.
I have the end of the year, but I'm gonna save that for last.
Yeah. Also,
after that, the damn thing that you can share. I'll share it.
Oh yes. Remember? Oh, there's this. Oh yeah, that's fun. There's this girl.
Yeah.
Girl, she was like kind of eccentric, a little weird.
Yeah.
But she had an anger problem.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah. And our table. So at the table, it was her, Finn, me, and who was it?
Catherine.
It was Catherine?
She moved.
I don't think it was Catherine.
Anna?
Catherine liked me. I remember that.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's right. And then she moved away, so I was like, okay, whatever, I don't care.
Cause a guy. I think it was another guy.
Yeah.
No, it was a girl.
Who was it though?
Gwyneth.
Gwen! I think it was Gwen.
Gwen Stacy. Nickname.
Not really. You called her that?
I called her Gwenny or Gwen Stacy.
Gwenny. All right, that's funny. Anyways, we had to do a project, like about Voyagers or something.
Yeah, yes. We were big into natives and like the native culture
and like we did something about like Leif Erikson, Columbus,
and some Spanish and some Dutch guys.
Yeah, and like. She had Columbus, I think.
Yeah, she did.
She had Columbus.
She definitely did.
And when Finn, accidentally, after I went through mine and Gwen went through hers, Finn started saying hers.
On accident. It was
on accident.
It was not like
he was not aware. But then all of a sudden, all you hear is Finn! And then everyone, the room, dead silent. That's my part! And she said it really loud. I can't imitate her. But everyone was, like, quiet. And, like...
I was like, okay.
Whoa.
I got really
You were really red. And, like,
I was a lot more embarrassed.
And she was grading on teamwork, too. So we were like, ooh, that might have...
She gave me a better score than her. I'm not kidding. She gave everybody else but her. She said everybody else was good except her. So she gave her a 2, and she gave everybody else a 4.
So then she finished that up and stuff. And yeah, she was just
stressing me
if you really got her I think she could have been possibly bipolar. A little bit. I think she suffered from a little bit of bipolar.
I think she had problems a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
She's bipolar.
Yeah. You think so?
I don't know.
That's possible.
Probably not. Probably.
At one moment, like she was happy, and then I did one thing, and she was like, and I was like, whoa.
Maybe she just had problems, like at home or something.
Yeah, I don't
know.
Maybe she was just stressed. She's like, sometimes she would be like so stressed, and I'm like, calm down. Like she'd be so stressed about the work, and I'm like, it doesn't matter that much.
It's like 5th grade.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to ketchup.
Yeah. Everyone was afraid of ketchup eventually.
Yes. It was torture. Help.
Yeah. And yeah, social studies was a fun time.
Tell the story about the last day of school. Not my talent show, but the last day of school.
Well, I won't, but here, one more story.
Okay.
So, I was doing social studies, and my partner was it you?
Yeah, probably.
And we were talking about, like, abolishing slavery. And then it's like, what did they, in the question in the book, it was like, what did they do to slavery? And then, I don't know if we, like, raised their hand. Or, no, it was bookwork. So, I was like, abolish it. And it sounded like what it sounds like. Abolish it. No matter how you say it, it sounds like a ball of shit.
Oh, I just realized.
Abolish it. Abolish it. Abolish it. I can't say it, see?
What did people say?
And then people were like, well, me and you were like, oh. Yeah, remember that? Do you remember that? Did I tell you? Well, it wasn't you, but I told you about that.
But I was in the room.
Yeah, and you were like, oh. Like you were right next to us working with, I think it was
Sophie. Probably Sophie.
So, yeah.
At that point in my life, it was probably Sophie right now.
Yeah. And, yeah, I was just like, whoa.
Jacob. I probably was working with Jacob.
Jacob, yeah.
You were probably...
No, I was working with Jacob. I was
Jacob.
working with Jacob. Yeah. Jacob was a cool dude.
He was like this hockey guy. He was nice. Avery. Forgot to mention him.
Avery's the coolest dude ever.
Avery's
my friend now, too. He's awesome, bro.
Yeah, he's like this guy. He's cool. He's a nice guy.
He's in photography and stuff.
Photography, filmmaking, stuff like that.
He's like got a really cool fisheye lens.
Yeah.
He's like really into that.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is...
Any more?
Which is interest we share. But he's really cool.
We're going to talk about... Tell a story from each math and science. You got a lot more than me. I didn't really do much that year. It's just kind of my own little bubble.
Yeah, you just did
my thing
with 2 people. Yeah, like
yeah,
that's all you did. And me.
But you, why would I mean you? Recess.
Yeah, like you and me, and like you would exclude me when I like said hi. You were like, "I'm not your friend anymore," and I was like, "Dude." You actually said that because you were so focused on like getting friendship with
They Sophie were my friends,
but they were your friends, and when they were your friends, you like totally ignored me, and I felt kind of bad, but I had other friends.
I feel really bad. I was
in 4th grade. I was not popular.
I was looking through my old.
Even though we're talking about.
I was looking through my old direct messages or my text messages or whatever on Instagram, and I saw one from the person that was mean to Sophie Hansen. I'm very sorry. Saying, "Finn, why are you so mean to me? Why are you spreading gossip about me? I was right there. Why would you do that to me? I thought
he was kind of a jerk to them sometimes."
Sophie, I'm really sorry that I treated you that way. Anna, you're not listening, but I was kind of a jerk to you. So I'm sorry, y'all, that I was mean to you.
Dude, don't say y'all.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I just remember that. Finn, you can't scooter by my house anymore.
Yeah, I know.
I'll call the police.
Yeah, that was like messed up. But you were like stalkerish, man. You went to like
I remember Molly Benton. I remember Molly Benton thought I'd go in her house if she told me that. And I remember Sophie was like, "He's not gonna go in your house. It's not like he goes in your house and eats your food." Like she actually thought.
I could just see you opening her fridge and like
slowly eating a Cheez-It.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, anyways, there's a lot of memories kind of in 5th grade. Yeah. 5th grade was big.
Yeah, it's so fresh in my mind.
Yeah, because it's semi-recent.
Yeah.
So.
But it's enough nostalgia where, oh my gosh, the thing where we chat with people around the world.
Omegle?
No. In our classroom. Remember?
Oh, yeah, that was so cool. Yeah, and then we would figure out where they were.
Yeah. So what we'd do is we'd Google live chat with a group of kids from a different state.
Or country.
Not
always. Country.
Yeah. We did
from different state or country. We did like 1 or 2.
We did Brazil.
Country.
We did
Brazil and I think one other one.
Argentina,
I think, yeah.
We did a lot of South America.
Yeah.
I think we were assigned South America.
Yeah. South America and farther states from us.
Yeah, like we did Hawaii too. So we'd ask them like these questions about their geography. It was the geography thing. And
so because it was like help us with our geography and like knowing the world map. So he's like, "Are you above the equator?"
Yeah,
or stuff like that. You know, and it was really fun and enjoyable.
I used to work the.
And then whoever would guess first would win.
Yes.
I remember Brazil beat us by a mile. But they stayed on till we figured it out. So they didn't beat us by a mile. They were like,
Well, they got so much of an... They had such a harder job than us. They had to track down a state.
Yeah. We tracked down the city.
Oh, yeah, we did. We definitely did.
It was so easy because it was
like 3 big cities.
Yeah, and they were like, we live in the capital. So it's like, oh...
Thank you.
Yeah.
We were like 250 miles away from the capital, and then they were looked up.
Yeah. Yeah, 250
nearby towns.
Yeah.
St. Paul and Minneapolis.
Yeah.
we got which one is.
Yeah, but that was really enjoyable.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that.
A lot of those things were just, it was less stress. It wasn't like, you need to get your work done. You're not going to go to college. It's like, God. It was like
more chillaxed. But it was semi-serious. Like,
Not Miss Miller. She treated it like it was...
She treated it like
we were kids.
We were kids, and it was school. We were getting an education, and it's decent. We do use some of it. Some of the 5th grade stuff that we learned in that. She didn't treat it like you need to know everything we teach. Because some of the stuff in 5th grade math, I swear to God, you don't use it.
We didn't focus on fractions that much. She went too much into fractions. It's like, that's not...
Yeah, you don't...
You need the basics of fractions.
Yeah, you just need basic math. Basic math, everybody uses in their daily life. But, like, if you want to go into, like,
I've heard this from people, that math isn't about learning. It's about training your brain.
Yeah.
It's not, like, about, you need to know this. It's, you know what, just same thing with, like, a lot of social studies. It's training your brain. It's like a crossword puzzle.
Yeah.
On steroids. It's not like you need to know everything in a crossword puzzle.
No,
exploring it and learning about it
yeah.
is Sudoku 2, morning paper, like doing the morning paper.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't need to know everything. You look it up, but that's still training your brain. It's not math, cheating.
There's so much stuff that you never use.
And but it's like, about training you.
Yeah, it is about training your brain. That's what it's used for, I guess. But I hated it. Because I'm like...
Math was so boring.
And like some of the story problems were not realistic.
I remember what I said. I remember one time it was like, how about we split it in half to give it one to everybody? It's like, if we do our 6th grade stuff...
You couldn't think logical. You can't think logical with math. You have to think technical.
Yeah. Which people would say logical with math, but no, it's technical.
It's really not. Technicality is math.
When most people think of logic, they think of Spock, who's like, math.
Yeah.
Like C-3PO. But that's technical.
Yeah, that's semi-logical.
Yeah. So
it's a mix. I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, and she was like, well, you can't do it that way.
Yeah. It was like,
and it was like weird.
It was like, yes, you can.
All right, toward the end of the year. Wow, we're really spending a lot of time in 5th grade.
Yeah. But 5th grade...
This is an hour, so maybe if someone's really interested, they'll listen to this.
Yeah.
Or, like, they got an hour to kill.
Yeah.
Or, like, it's the middle of the night.
You talk to some guys.
They don't care.
This is, like, a conversation between two guys.
This could definitely, like, be a podcast, not, like, a YouTube video. Yeah. We probably ran out of game footage already.
Yeah. We don't
Even though... Yeah,
I can just repeat it or do whatever.
Yeah, I don't really care about that. I suck anyways. Because I was... Well, it is at your house.
Just show a picture of Finn and Brad.
Yeah.
Deep conversations.
Dopey face.
Yeah. Okay. End of the grand finales. Okay, end of the year. Yeah. I was in the talent show. Biggest act there. So I did, Uptown Funk. Uptown Funk, don't give it to you. But don't believe me, just watch.
Everybody...
Oh, love that song.
Even in the pre-thing, like where it's just the school, not open to the parents, everyone stood up and started clapping. Then they got on stage.
They thought, because I was like, everybody else was in these big suits.
Everybody knew him. Even the kindergartners knew who Finn Chopes was.
Because everybody was like, oh, I believe in yesterday.
Yeah, but they thought they were good. They purposely, yelled.
I was like, Uptown Funk,
don't give it to you. Uptown Funk, don't give it to you.
And then they did Batman.
Saturday night, give it to don't believe you, just watch.
Yeah. And it was little kid humor, but
they were wearing like polos and fedoras and gold chains and stuff.
Yeah.
And they were dancing around. Yeah, yeah, they were totally trying to act gangster.
I should have thrown the mic just off the stage and then just.
Yeah, but guess what? The night of the talent show.
Yeah.
They could not get the Kids Bop soundtrack. They could not get
I
the
was
Kids
not into Kids Bop. I did not want that.
And that was a horrible soundtrack. He hated it.
Yeah.
So they did the original soundtrack. But when they did it, they tried to yell, so you couldn't hear it.
No, what I did is that I went on my sound editing software. Thank you for me being such a fantastic editor. Yeah. So I was able to edit the sound and change the swear word to like a record sound or like a cat yelling or something like that.
Yeah, but they really thought it was the normal version.
Yeah, because it was the same.
Because it was the same.
It was
singer.
Bruno Mars.
It was Bruno Mars singing, and apparently, "Damn" is too bad for.
Yeah. What was kindergartners?
Well, there was kindergartners at the show, so I understand.
Yeah.
But it's like not that serious.
It says bitch. It says
It does.
bitch. You know who I am. I'm too hot.
Oh.
Hot damn.
It does. It says that.
Yeah. You can't really hear it.
You can't really hear that.
And then I purposely said that word for what's the line?
Did people notice Uptown Funk? Uptown Funk, no beauty.
Well, I always have kind of a weird speaking voice.
Yeah, he actually made the speech when he was little.
Yeah, for
3 years.
3 years.
I remember. I thought you like
had problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
like I said, we didn't know how to think of it.
Yeah, it was our minds were not.
Did you go to speech with Aiden? Is that how you guys got close?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Carter mainly.
And I remember you always came back with like treats and like goop, and I was like, cool.
You got free things all the time.
Yeah.
And it was full of kids with problems, so it's kind of weird being there. You feel like the teacher was like not used to kids that didn't have like problems, and it was like talking to a real person to her. Like, no offense to people with problems, but I'm sorry they're a real person. But they're humans, but they're not. Their brains are not capable of that much thought.
No.
And I'm a normal guy.
Dude, that's it. It's the mental thing usually.
Yeah. So I was able to talk to her.
Like there's a ton of types.
And it was a lot cooler. I felt like it was another teacher.
Like, were there like autistic kids?
Yeah.
Like with speech?
There's a lot, yeah.
Yeah. Because there's like some sort of autism where they're like
no, they just
can't
get
really
behind.
talk.
They can't learn correctly.
Yeah.
In their speech. Autism, it doesn't.
Or
really
usually there's like this one autism where it's like high functioning.
Yeah.
Where you're like so high functioning and you like understand stuff that you're not social at all.
Yeah, like Sheldon. We're so big into comic books and trains and like he doesn't have a social life.
But he's a nice dude.
He's a person, but
he's really nice.
He doesn't think about social.
He doesn't think about his social status or anything. They don't think about that. They think about they're so in tune.
Yeah.
But
to what their life.
Yeah, to what they like and whatever and perceive.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to the point. On the show, because they thought it was a normal version, so they were yelling, and they got through like 1 minute, and they turned it off, and they kicked him off stage, and it was horrible.
That was the pre-show.
That was the pre-show that they did.
Yes.
That? Oh, they didn't do that at the talent.
Because I told Miss Lofstein, please do not turn off my thing. I do not want to be embarrassed and like cut in the middle.
Yeah. I remember you were really mad about that though.
I was like ranting. I was like raving.
You were ranting because you gave me a ride home.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
I was like,
and it was crazy. So
short.
Is that where we're ending? How could we forget the 4th grade talent show? What does the cop say?
Oh yes, that's really.
That was really big for me though.
So yeah,
so there's this my teacher, my 4th grade teacher. Like I said, Mr. Kopp was his name. The really nice guy, but kind of strict on spelling. At the end of the year, Zach Bacon.
Yes. And who is a really nice guy. I miss you.
He moved.
I miss you, man.
I miss you, man. You were cool, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're always nice.
Shout out to Zach.
Caring guy. Shout out.
All right. And Aiden.
Aiden Young.
Aiden Young. I really miss that guy. I really wish he was out of school.
He goes to Marshall, which is a private fancy school up the hill.
His parents have the money. Definitely have the money. So. Have you seen their house, dude?
Yeah, I went to their house many times. They have like not many times, but like probably 3 or 4 times.
It's so interesting.
I went to Boy Scouts with him.
Anyways, off topic.
4 years.
But he's really cool. And they did this song. Oh, you know what does the fox say? That was huge. Remember that was huge in 2014.
Yeah. Definitely was. 2013.
How time flies.
Yeah. I remember that song.
An hour ago, we were just living in kindergarten.
Gang of
remember Gang of Scott. That went by fast, man. Yeah. That was
I remember sitting on the bus listening
that was the fastest trend. And then like when it showed up again, people were like,
yeah, it's a good song.
They were like, like bob their heads to it, but
if I hear it, I'll be like, yeah, I remember this.
I remember this.
Good song.
But they did a parody, and it was, what does Mr. Kopp say? Be responsible for. Be responsible for.
And it was basically a parody about school life.
What does Mr. Kopp say?
To that song.
I am the tiger.
It's basically a ton of inside jokes about.
Yeah, it's a ton of inside jokes to class because he was always saying at MTAs, he was like, "Come on, you got the eye of the tiger. Come on."
And he played the other.
Yeah, and then he played it to get us pumped up, for the test. And then he would always say, "Be responsible." He'd always say, "You gotta be responsible." responsibilities.
I'm sorry, that's so sick.
And it was just really cool. All right, wow, we've really still on 5th grade. So yeah, going through 5 years, 6 years of our life in an hour, that's pretty decent. But it's only our school life.
You want to have a little bit, you want to talk about preschool for a second?
Preschool? Sure, why not?
I just want to get this all out of me. It's on my chest.
Yeah.
I remember preschool. I lived in a completely different state than he did. Just similar to Brandon Lake. Now that I think of it, like, too much.
Oh my god, yeah. Holy crap, we're Red and Link, guys.
Yeah, we're Red and Link. So I lived in this state. I was a little kid. I loved Star Wars. Star Wars is that was a passion of mine. And I was like kind of a geeky, like a normal little boy. Except I was pretty normal back then. I didn't do anything weird or like cars. I don't know. I was weird. I wasn't that weird.
You were a little kid.
Yeah. Little kids don't really have that many interests. They're just kind of what's in.
They're usually into dinosaurs or cars.
I was into dinosaurs quite a bit.
I was into dinosaurs and cars quite a bit.
Yeah.
I was into dinosaurs for my preschool year.
Yeah.
Like, that's when I was really into dinosaurs. And then I was into cars, like, my kindergarten, first grade.
Dinosaurs are cool.
Yeah. No, I was actually into dinosaurs in, like, 1st grade, actually.
Yeah, who are them?
I don't remember when I was into dinosaurs. I know I was into dinosaurs and cars, but usually that's the two main. I wonder why. Leave in the comments below why you think why. I'm honestly concerned. I really want to know why.
Because that's what they teach you.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I mean, like, all the kids shows.
And dinosaurs are so
Alright,
cool.
yeah. Never mind. Yeah. Don't leave a comment. Unless you want to. But, yeah. Anyways, back to your preschool.
Yeah, so, I was just, I like dinosaurs and truck. I was a pretty normal kid. I had a pretty good time there. I went with my brother. Me and my brother Carter were in the same class, kindergarten and preschool.
Quick question. Yeah. Well, what was the other state again?
Michigan. I lived in Lansing, Michigan, the capital.
Is that's where your really cheerful grandma is, right?
Yep, and that's where I was born.
Mm-hmm. You only lived there till like
kindergarten.
Yeah. Yes. Kindergarten, you moved here.
Yes, I did. It was pretty cool. That's how I ended up in that class. In the kindergarten class, the shortened one. Most of the classes weren't short, like half days.
No, there was a half day and full day.
Because my parents were late to sign me up because we had just moved there, and like right when my sister.
Plus, actually, no, I think it was both half day. Both of them were all half day.
No, two of them weren't. We were
really.
Yeah, that was the last year of half day, and they were trying to convert it out.
No, I thought 2 of them were, and 1 of them wasn't.
I don't know.
I really don't care. It doesn't matter anyways, but yeah, so that's cool. My preschool life, pretty simple. I remember some stuff. I remember playing with like boats. There was this giant boat canal. And I remember, not giant, but there was like a little toy boat canal. Yeah. And I remember like watching the boat go through the canal. And I really enjoyed that. Also, I remember beach day. It was beach day. We got to bring a towel, and then we watched, like, a movie.
Okay.
Yeah, we watched, like, SpongeBob. It was beach day. And it was really awesome. I remember that. And also, I went to a greenhouse. We went to a greenhouse.
We did that, too.
Yeah, I remember.
Michigan State, we
Yeah.
Everybody does that.
Every preschool goes to a greenhouse.
And they go to, like, I remember staying home sick because they got McDonald's if I stayed home sick. It's pretty fun days.
Yeah,
I don't really like those days, so I'm happy that I moved out here. The most nostalgic days are 5th. I wish I could relive 5th and not be a jerk to everybody.
Yeah, you were kind of a jerk.
I wasn't a jerk, but I was just an idiot. I wasn't going out of my way to be rude to people.
Sick.
And like me. But I just happened to be through it all. And I'm sorry about that, but that's how it was. I think every boy my age is.
All right. Finally, we are up to 6th grade, guys.
Talk about that?
Do you want to talk about 6th grade?
Yeah, who cares? I want to get it off my chest.
Yeah. Alright, you can start first.
Well, 6th grade. I was in Mr. Korchevinsky's home base. He had the math teacher. How fitting. I don't like math much. But he was big in Shakespeare. Like, really big into Shakespeare. I remember the first day of school when we were meeting him. Or the pre-day of school, but it was in the pre-day, like, when you were learning about class in middle school. He was like, I remember he was like, to me, he was like, "Hi, I'm Mr. Korchevinsky. I hope we can get along pretty good." And, like, he was a really nice guy about like that, and he taught us all about Shakespeare, and he'd do plays. Like a lot of kids in middle school are like idiots, and I play sports and like hate Shakespeare,
kind of, yeah,
and like plays and all that, and it's like they're geeky, which they kind of are. It's geeky, but it's a good geeky.
It's really actually interesting.
It's smart.
I did not have a super interest. I had a minor interest in Shakespeare. But after he introduced me, I really
you feel smarter than everybody else.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden I tapped into like my theatrical side because I like everything like film and play. I just love
I like stuff. Being eccentric, like I am in all my videos, and being
that's really interesting. Yeah, I like being a little different. I don't like being so different.
Yeah.
I like to blend in sometimes, like just be the normal kid, you know. Sometimes because I don't want attention.
Yeah, I
just don't.
Negative or good, that's a huge flaw in me. I will do anything for attention.
That's his problem. He will do anything for attention.
Yeah, I have problems with that.
He would kill a dog for attention.
Probably not. I have humanity.
Well, if you had, yeah, you do have humanity.
I'm not a bully.
Well, if you
sounds
like
I'm a
worldwide,
yeah, I probably would. I'm not a bully,
dude.
But
I remember when you were freaking like being stupid and joking about bad stuff. Like you were like, "I'm gonna shoot up a school."
Really?
Yeah, you said that in 5th grade. And I'm like, dude, too much Watch Dogs, dude. Like, cause like in Watch Dogs, he was just shooting up the place, you know.
Yeah, I was messed up.
He was a little messed up in 5th grade.
But who isn't? Boys my age were like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we didn't. Should we talk about like the, you know, like the
sex talk? Who cares?
No, like the Jacob incident, like the Connor stuff.
The Jacob. Yeah, talk about it. Who cares?
Talk about Jacob.
I want to get it off my chest.
Well, let's get 6th grade off our chest first.
Yeah. Okay. What are they talking? Yeah. Okay.
Who is that? Who's talking?
I was.
Oh.
Yeah. So
okay.
You were adding in. Yeah.
All right. You were talking about 6th grade. Sorry.
My favorite teachers were Mrs. You guys all know them, so don't tell them about this. Y'all know. My favorite for sure was Miss Strother. Miss Peril Strother. So if you're in 6th grade, you're in for a ride. She's like the best teacher of all time. She's really caring. She's really nice.
But there's one semi-flawed. Yeah.
I've told her about this all the time.
She kind of
drifts off.
Yeah, like she drifts off into her own like space, and then people are like, "What?
What's going on?"
Like sometimes she just does. Sometimes she associates something with her life, but we're like, we don't live your life, so we don't understand.
Like inside jokes, except it's not a joke.
Yeah,
and like she turns it into her teaching method, which is personal, and it creates a close bond.
And there's one other problem that I don't like.
What?
There's no work, and it's all projects. It's big projects.
So if you fail,
if you mess up our project, and she did the projects at the end of the year, and I bombed one of the projects. So at the end of the semester, I had a C in that class, and that's really bad for like your final grade.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's in the middle of the semester or whatever, that's fine. You can fix that.
Yeah.
But it was at the end of the semester, so that was logged in.
Rough.
So that really sucked.
You had like
that's what kind of minorly ruined her experience for me. Otherwise, she was really nice and super cool.
Who's your favorite teacher?
My favorite teacher was Tuffy.
Yeah, I know.
I like aspects in each one. I liked them all in general.
Oh, you're trying to be nice.
No, I'm not trying to be nice. I did like them all in general.
I never hated.
There was not one teacher that I hated.
So yeah, they all had their ways. They all had their. Except Miss Strother, I never really got in a fight.
I never got a fight with her. The only thing that bothered me was her teaching some.
I kind of thought it was funny.
Yeah, I thought it was funny, but it's like, well, how are you expecting me to get a grade?
But I wasn't taking my work seriously that much though.
No.
So for a kid like me who didn't care, it was pretty good.
You're actually gonna care though.
Yeah.
This year.
I was being an idiot
because he was like being an idiot and just didn't care, and like, can I say what kind of student you were? He was kind of a C student.
Yeah. I wasn't. I got good grades and things, but I wasn't trying to study a lot. I was like, who cares? It's middle school, which I kind of agree with. But you should try. Seriously, try, guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell a story about your teacher.
All right, so you know all the teachers too.
Yeah.
For my home base, I had Miss Strother.
Yes. That was my favorite.
Fun home base. We didn't do many games. No, it wasn't very fun, but it was fun. Some people hated it. But like, at first we had assigned seats in home base. That wasn't very fun, but
we had those. We wouldn't.
We wouldn't
because of
the whole year.
Because of the end of the year. Because Kate Costley would sneak and not wear shoes and sneak and hide on desks and like hide around. Her and what's her name would talk for hours and wouldn't pay attention. So she had forced us all to get assigned seats, which was so annoying. We ended them in the last month, but still, we had them for a while. We had them for a month or two. In the last.
That sucks. At the end of the year, we could sit wherever we wanted.
I know, we were different. It's kind of bothersome.
But we like played no games. We would watch CNN student news. But in the beginning, we would like do something kind of fun.
Yeah.
And like we would occasionally do like word games, kind of. I don't know. It's weird.
She was the teacher.
She was teacher. She did not appreciate Silent Ball.
Silent Ball. We did.
She omitted Silent Ball because of last year students
falling off.
Hit a plant, and boom, fell and broke, and it was crazy.
We had a schedule on my home base, a tight schedule, which was actually pretty good.
Yeah, you guys actually had a better home base. Like you did more fun stuff.
Yeah,
like you did more.
We
actually getting to know people stuff.
We did my favorite one. One of my favorite ones was jousting or whatever, jostling. So we'd ride on a chair that somebody would push, and we'd make these paper swords, and we'd hit each other hard with them, trying to knock us down.
Oh yeah, out of paper.
Yes,
out of like the paper, the newspaper.
I was a champion. I ranked 4th place out of like 24.
Good.
So
that's decent.
Yeah,
that's not bad at all.
I fought in 3 games. I lost to the champion. My sword completely broke.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite teacher?
My teacher?
Yeah.
All right.
Favorite
like I
class.
said. Oh, my favorite class.
Yeah. Teacher and subject combined.
I don't really know. I didn't like English because of how Miss Strother like trailed off. That's what kind of ruined English for me. Otherwise, she was a great teacher. I
didn't like the subject of English, but I loved the teacher and the kids in there and the support group.
Yeah, it was cool. The class was cool too.
My favorite subject was probably social studies. I've always been kind of a history.
Yeah, my favorite subject was probably social studies. I definitely think that.
Because it was you felt like you were part of a discussion. I love that, getting to know people's opinions and how they feel on subjects, and I love that, and not being shunned. Oh my god, you don't think that way, and math is so technical, and it's like, I want to talk, I want to be myself. I don't care about that.
And social studies, like, it's so cool because you learn like other things around the world and other people's opinions. You just get to see like the world through other people's eyes, and it's actually really interesting.
Yeah, I'm excited for social studies this year.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be U.S. studies, not Minnesota studies.
Who cares?
So
I didn't like Minnesota studies. I wish it was
didn't
US
really.
studies.
I wish it was U.S. studies too, or even world studies. Is that a thing? I don't know. What's it called?
That's in 8th grade.
Geography? I don't know.
So what they're doing now for this year? So we had something called the Duluth Project, where we'd look at something from Duluth.
Sucked. Even though I did decent on it, it sucked.
I got a B-, C+.
I got like a B+.
I got a decent grade. I wasn't awful, but some kids got a freaking F, and I was like,
yeah, like Damon.
Yeah,
he threw it together the night before.
I had all my clips recorded, but I had to edit them all, and one of them looked really bad. I had to fix it, and mine was short. She told me the length it should be, and I
probably shouldn't have said
minutes.
Names. I probably shouldn't have said.
Who cares? Damon knows. Yeah, Damon did a try on that. Who cares?
I think he actually will admit that.
Yeah, it's like, I don't care.
I don't know. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy.
Pretty nice guy, yeah.
Mr. Pershevinsky was hard on him.
Yeah.
He was hard on him. He did not deserve
we went in the
hate
class.
from Mr. Pershevinsky.
He deserved some of it. He deserved
some of it because he was a little disruptive.
He disrespected Mr. Pershevinsky.
And a little disrespectful.
And Mr. Pershevinsky took the disruption as disrespectful, which I don't think Damon was trying to be.
He wasn't trying. He was just doing his own thing, which you shouldn't be doing in school. But anyways, to the point, his pencil broke.
Oh my god! You weren't in the class, but it went around fast.
Yeah. So he got up to go sharpen his pencil, but it was during work time. And
there's more.
He was being disruptive though.
Yeah.
Earlier and not paying attention.
And then Mr. Poach,
Mr. Poach was like, "Sit down and do your work." and he's like, I have to sharpen my pencil.
And he's like, okay, go ahead. No, he said, okay, go ahead. And then he went up, and then he was like, get it. And like he forgot what he said, and then he had to go in the hallway. So it's like,
yeah. And then he almost got a referral, and
he was like, you do it again, damn it, you get a referral. And people
Mr. Pukshavinsky, if he got like so
he never
mad,
gave a referral to anybody.
He could go crazy though. He could like just not go crazy, but like he could have a decent freak out. Like, he could have a decent release.
Yeah, he wouldn't
like hurt anybody or like
be mean,
bash them, and like.
But he'd be like, pay attention,
but
kids.
he'd be like semi mad because he's like, what he said is, your parents are paying their money to pay me to teach you, and if you're not paying attention, you can't get the benefit that your parents are paying for to pay me to help you.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I definitely agreed with that, but I don't know, it was the people I sat by, I still was disruptive. I feel really bad.
I wasn't disruptive. He gave me an O in behavior when I got like I got like a D on my final thing. Yeah, I know. Oh, I got a D plus, but the ones I got.
What was nice though is you could make up tests. That was the nice. He was so nice about that, because what he did, he wants you to learn. He doesn't care about right or wrong. He cares about hard work and determination.
He said I was a hard worker, but I didn't get the subject, which I was like, so am I a good student?
Yeah, but you work hard. You want to understand it. But that's what I think he meant.
At least I'm not Damon.
He wants people to pay attention and try. He doesn't care about success or failure. As long as you tried your hardest and did your best.
That's why he liked me. It was like weird. I got bad grades and he was like,
as long as you tried your hardest and did your best, no matter if you did horrible or good, he would just grade you if you did your homework, because he was grading on that hard work, and he wanted to train your brain. He wanted to get that in your brain. No matter,
I hear both of the seventh grade teachers do that, and I was like, thank God.
Yeah, I know.
They don't do that until high school.
Yeah, in high school they grade by work, which I don't believe in. I strongly disagree with that.
That's not what math's about. Math's about ideas.
Math's about ideas and learning and like training your brain, getting your brain to fire off those neurons and electrical currents.
Yeah.
And that's where he firmly believed that. So he would let you redo a test if you got a C.
He'd let you redo one if you got a B if you asked him.
In the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
But at the end of the year, he's like, you have to get a C or less.
Because he didn't want to print out a ton of papers and have a ton of kids leave the room. Because he knew some kids would try to leave.
And our 5th grade math teacher kind of did that, but we could not get an A. The max we could get is we got all of them right would be a B.
Which wasn't right.
What? No, that's right, because we didn't give her right.
No, you're right, but her way of teaching was dumb. She's an idiot. Or not an idiot, but
no, she don't say that, but
yeah, I'm mean.
She was a good teacher,
but that was
sometimes
stupid.
She had like, there's 2 subjects where she didn't teach it well.
Yeah,
she did not teach it well. I forgot the subjects, but I remember that.
Fractions, she didn't do right. I got
really. She did that pretty well.
Yeah,
she had a lot of subs when we were doing fractions and stuff.
Yeah, she was old. That's why she retired the year after.
Yeah, but it's really nice. Anyways, back to the 5th grade. So I'm really like his teaching that way. I think that's why he's almost my. That's why he's my 6th. Sorry, that's why he's probably my favorite teacher, because of his. What he believes and his devotion and his hard work, and it just motivates you. It motivates you.
He motivated me a lot.
He near the end of the year, wanted to make me work hard and actually do something with my life, not just sit and be lazy and talk to friends. He actually encouraged. He was encouraging. He was not down, or he did not criticize on work. He criticized on your on how hard you tried. And how much you used your brain. But if you didn't improve, he would be like a little more like, come on, pick it up. Yeah. But I just really like that. Do you like that? I really like that.
He inspired me, actually. I'm going to do a lot better next year.
Yeah, I'm going to try hard in math.
I didn't try that hard. I really didn't.
I tried hard, but I did well in homework, but for some reason on the test, I got like C's on the test.
This tests were a little bit hard.
Yeah, the tests were hard.
He always acted like he'd give us easy work, but those tests were way too hard for what it was worth.
But he would let you redo them because he graded on homework.
Yeah, he should get us either.
Because he wants you to get it right, but I just really like his thinking.
Yeah, me too.
I definitely agree with that. I definitely do.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so we kind of have got through 6th grade. Do you want to get through 6th grade gossip?
Yeah, if you want. Just
I don't know.
A little bit of stuff.
We could. Well, you're more into gossip than me. A little more.
I'm a trending half-steak only sometimes. I'm not a big trender, but...
You're not really showing up on the mic.
Yeah. I'm not? Okay.
Well, you are, but...
Yeah, I'm not showing up on the mic, so how you like it. Okay. So, yeah, I'm involved in that kind of stuff. I find enjoyment in being in other people's business. I know I'm a jerk, but it's fun to like kind of, you know what I mean?
It is interesting.
And meet people and meet their problems and talk to them and find out who they are. And that comes with drama. Like whether or not meeting people.
I think we're the social experiment guys who are basically just prankers. But I actually like do stuff like that. If I do stuff like that, I don't do it often, but I do it as a social experiment, so I know how they react. Sometimes, you know.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
And how they deal with it, so I know not to do it. Or, yeah, you know. Do you understand it?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, it's really interesting. That's what I would do anything mean to, or possibly mean, because I want to know if they're considering.
I'm not trying to be mean to people, really. I'm not.
You're just trying to see how react. It's really fun to see people's reaction when you say something.
It's not a good habit, though.
It's not a good habit, but it's really fun and interesting. Like, really.
I think people should tone it down a little bit when people are mean. It's like, okay, people are gonna be kind of. It's like I was like to somebody. I was like, music today sucks. And they were like, no, I actually really like that. That's actually really hurtful. I might actually kill myself.
Oh my God.
And then I was
Someone actually said that?
No, it's an exaggeration, but it was like similar to that. And then again, I was
like, you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was listening to Leafy. So people cannot take an argument. I love having an argument with somebody.
Dude, debating is very
about what I love. And people are like,
I kind of want to join a debate club. Want to start a debate club?
Yeah, Miss Strother was like, yeah, you're allowed.
Miss Strother would support that.
And then they tried to tell Miss Strother me because they knew Miss Strother would like yell at me and be. And she was like, no, Finn's just debating. He's just exploring his subjects and what he believes.
Yeah. That's actually kind of funny. But yeah, I'm a firm believer in that.
Yeah, me too.
I believe that it's good once in a while to have a good debate.
Amendment.
Not like an argument where you're purposely trying to make someone like seem worse than you.
I love doing that.
Just a debate. Really? You like that?
I love setting somebody on the
I don't like making people worse than you. I like making them see my side. I don't want them just to be conceited and think one-sidedly.
Yeah. Well, I like the whole point of an argument. Like, I don't like being mean to people, but an argument's fun when somebody realizes that they just they effed up and you're on the. It's like a fight. It's like a fight with words. And when they realize you're getting punched in the face.
What I want to do is like a debate club.
Yeah.
That'd be really fun. Like, you get a topic.
Talk about religion one time. That'd go crazy.
That's too hard to talk about, dude.
People would tell that's cyberbullying. You're gonna make me kill myself.
Yeah, that's hard. But like, you pick a topic, and then you do a ton of research and to back up your opinions on whether something not or yeah. And wouldn't that be kind of fun?
And so have a group of people decide.
I would join that if that was a thing. Yeah, probably.
We should petition.
Yeah, we should probably start that.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah. I think they can. Well, I think we need adult supervision or whatever. We could get someone like your mom, maybe. No.
You need somebody from the school these days. Yeah. They don't let you do that anymore. Because for a while, people are like, yeah, my mom will make the shopping club. It's like, okay. What they say is, if a parent is in it, then we're not going to authorize that. A parent can be a supervisor, but not a main supervisor. Because keep that out of school. That's what they say. Keep this out of school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which I kind of see a lot of. So yeah, we've rambled for like an hour and a half.
That was really fun.
Great discussion.
But anyways, yeah, that was our life. This has been Ramble and Stories, deep conversations with Grant Melky or Maximus Films and
Finn Shops or FTSES
or Pineapples.
Whatever.
All right,
you already know me.
See you guys. Hope you like and subscribe for weekly content for my channel.
Comment. I love discussion.
He loves discussion, so comment and subscribe for he posts randomly. So I don't know. I don't know if I might not post weekly. I've been trying to post weekly and a half so far, but I might not. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.